Welcome back to part 5, my Ramesses campaign for Total War Pharaoh. Again, big thanks to Creative Assembly for the early access so I could create this mini-series where we've been taking a look at the early campaign gameplay. So this will most likely be the final episode in this mini-series. My time with the early access build is rapidly coming to a close and I'll no longer have access to it. But I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen so far. Let me know down in the comment section what you enjoyed and let me know what you didn't enjoy. Share your thoughts on the features and mechanics that we've seen so far in this Ramesses campaign. His first 23 turns or so. Hopefully we get up to turn about 30 by the end of today's episode. And if I don't get a chance to kind of summarize my thoughts and impressions towards the end of this video, then I'll aim in the next few days to make a follow-up video to this mini-series, kind of just sharing my thoughts and impressions with Total War Pharaoh so far. But I'm sure plenty of you are wondering what is my content plan for Total War Pharaoh when it launches in October. As I mentioned at the start of this mini-series, I will be revisiting Ramesses for a full Let's Play, a full campaign, and then I'll be looking to do another campaign at the same time at launch, but I'll likely be looking to play as one of the Canaanite or Hittite leaders so that we start one in a different location on the map, either in this kind of central area or up in the north in Anatolia, and also to kind of check out their own unique kind of gods, legacies, and faction mechanics. So there'll be a vote on who my kind of second playthrough will be at launch with nearer the time, so stay tuned for that. Right.
Ramesses the Bold.
We were going to pop a skill point in, weren't we? And I'm going to go into Fortitude because I want to try... Actually, I kind of want to balance them all out. I don't actually know what the maximum level is in this. I don't know if CA have said in their own content elsewhere. It says this, you unlock this slot at rank 27. So, I mean, maybe rank 27 is the top one, but that kind of be an odd number to have as your final level. I could guess maybe like level 30 because then you'd be able to max all of these out. But I kind of hope that you can't evenly max them all out. I hope you actually have to make some kind of tougher choices as you level up your character to kind of spec them into, you know, one of the three or two of the three more than another one or the other two. I mean, looking at these traits down here, you need 13 and 13 or 9, 9 and 9 of all of them there. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that goes. But I mean, for this first tier, I feel like going for these first level 5s in each one are pretty decent. I mean, they're all good buffs. You've got upkeep, cost reduction at the top, more replenishment and more movement range, and I want all of those things. But we'll go for more fortitude for now. So yeah, some hard, hopefully there's kind of hard decisions and choice you have to make with the general, but overall with this whole system, the general's bodyguard mechanic, big fan of. I like the customization there. What have we got to do? Outposts, court actions. What events did we have? Oh yeah, it was raiding. Oh yeah, they'd taken out... I was building the religious outpost here, wasn't I? To Ptah, and they've raided it and taken it away. So let's pop that in there. Yeah, we're going to chase those guys down. What I'm going to make as kind of my objective for this final episode of this mini-series is to get all the way up the coast here, take out that army, and then obviously complete our conquest, our legacy here for Thutmose the Conqueror, and take Ascalon, complete that conquest line. So we need some more gold for that. So I need to try and trade some of my resources for more gold. So I've got no income. I mean, if I had a longer playthrough time right now, I'd probably be looking to push over and grab Hathor before I went further north, just so we can secure that gold. That's what one of my original plans were for this series at the start, but we then got distracted, went down here, and ignored the gold. So I'd probably say something I'd maybe do differently. Grab that gold earlier on, maybe not worry about all this stuff down here, although we did need the additional food. But then maybe I would have pushed on Ascalon earlier, because that also provides food as well. We also needed stone, so going down here full stone wasn't the worst thing in the world, but we could have just gone here, where we're now going at Jaru for stone itself.
Ramesses.
These guys that cost the gold, isn't it? I mean, they're a nice unit. Pretty solid, great damage. I feel like they underperformed that last battle. We create another outpost down here. Oh yeah. I mean, it'd probably be the trading outpost, which we need more stone for more production. It's just a nice boost all round. So yeah, I'm gonna go straight over here.
The future of
They
Egypt.
still got their army in there. Ah, nuts. I don't know if I can beat them.
I have other plans. Fate favors me.
I don't want to throw it all away right now. They've got a monument here. Nice. I mean, let's attack it and see.
Witness, gods.
Yeah. There's a lot of strong units there. Don't have night attack or anything like that. I don't know how we actually get that. They take 4 turns to starve out. I'm going to retreat.
Another try later.
And what I'm going to try and do is go into ambush.
Boundless ambition.
I can't really move. I'm going to try and go into ambush. It's not the great spot, a great spot for it, but I'm hoping that they're going to go and try and reclaim that.
Gods will decide my fate.
And then I can nip in here, and then when they've got a weakened garrison, finish them off. But if they don't, then I'll have to go for them next turn, I guess. I mean, I could try and muster another force quickly. That is another option to try and mitigate the additional force that they've got, but the amount of food that's going to cost, I can probably take the hit for a turn. Probably would be sensible. Recently, that's the one I got rid of before, wasn't it? Yeah, let's try it though.
My name will be legend. I
can get you in that settlement straight away. Yes, it's just food upkeep. There are special. I can throw in the Magi. We throw them in at the last minute. Yeah, the problem is I can only recruit a few units at a time. Yeah, I agree. We need more blades.
These men will fight for my cause.
I'd say that many turns worth, but
will be unstoppable.
Let's start trying to do that if we can. We can do court actions, can't we? We've got 2 available. And I'm trying to embezzle. So I need to just improve that, don't I? 89. And I can do it again, but we need at least 30 regard. So I would have to gossip with you a little bit more. 89%, I think, you know, we've got a pretty decent chance of that going through. I don't think I'm going to worry about that any further. What am I going to use my other court bit for? What can you do? Temple building, favor, embezzle or build wages. Yeah, I mean, it's one of these that I'd like to go for, but there's no one in those positions. So I wonder if somebody else will claim them. I mean, I guess I might as well gossip.
The divine court could use more like you.
Let's see what happens. Hopefully, they come on out because they don't see me in ambush. Yes! Oh, my ambush failed, but it's just that one army. That'll do. That'll do. Let's fight. Perfect. I mean, would have been totally perfect if got them in an actual ambush, but this is the next best thing. Sweltering. You know, I'm gonna hit wait. I'm gonna hit wait again, just see if we get anything else happening. Sandstorm coming. Okay, boy. Right.
I bet they're shaking with fear.
So they're gonna probably try and run around here. That's all mud though. Don't tell me about that though until I go into it. Tall grass. Actually, there's mud in our deployment, then it will. Maybe. Tells me about the tall grass, but it won't tell me about the mud. I feel like there's one thing I'll say. I feel like the tooltips aren't consistent in when they're going to kind of pop up or not. Same with when you're hovering over units that are engaged in combat.
The grass will hide us well.
Obviously, at the start of the series, I was a bit more wary about the camera, but seemed to have kind of figured that out, and it was maybe don't use the debug camera right now. It seems hypersensitive. Instead, perhaps use the just the regular default camera. But I wanted to use the debug one initially because the additional kind of flexibility in making more cinematic shots with it. I'd like to have the archers up over on the right, ideally, for that elevation. And have 2 of them up there. And the Magi behind the main line. All my Magi units here. And then I'm going to pop you guys here to flank on round early. Ramesses. Over there. Let's go forward.
A map gives a battle commander a god.
Up you guys go.
This is our chance for glory.
Guess what's going to tell me about? Tell me about mud now. Maybe I have to have a unit selected. Oh, it's not all of its mud. Slows down heavy units, reduce their combat effectiveness. They're not coming to me at all. They are staying put. Okay.
Ramesses is no true hero.
No. Ramesses here. Begging to differ. Okay, there he is. An Effie. 36 attack, 39 defense, 45 damage.
Of your troops engage the
Hammer and Anvil, yeah, I know. How does that compare? 41, 36, 57. So they have better. So yeah, that's also like moving off. They've got better morale. Worse attack, slightly better defense, worse damage, and worse charge bonus. But the morale's high. Okay. There's a little bit annoying because I kind of want to draw them into us. What are they? What are these guys? They're all loads of slingers. I wish I had some cavalry for once. I'm gonna have to push to them. What's the range of their slingers, actually? Do they outrange me? 210. And my archers are 160. Yeah.
Pharaoh commands, we succeed.
Marching on.
Onwards. On the move.
To bloodshed.
Infantry moving.
Form them all up. See if they shuffle. Okay, while they are all shuffling around, that's my moment to push forward.
Sand feels like home to me.
That's my chance. Left the unit over there. These guys pushing across. Definitely run, please.
Fast as you can.
We've now lost that advantage. Right now, I'm going to initiate the attack on all of these guys with my infantry.
Get moving.
Bring these guys up.
Marching on.
And put some pressure on them with my chargers.
Your general is under attack.
All or nothing time.
Launch those stones.
Okay, you know what? That charge actually looked pretty decent.
war.
One of the things I feel is like the battles feel at times very weightless in terms of the troops not seeming to have that much impact, but that felt hefty. That felt better. Watching them charge in there looked pretty damn epic.
I am invincible. Break them.
Victory is within your grasp.
In short order. Axe warriors.
That's the hope.
Slingers loose.
Like that, it felt like they could have done a bit more impact, a bit more charging in. I felt a bit light.
I fear nothing.
For our glorious empire.
In short order.
I'm not sure why units are pulling back rather than just keep pushing forward.
Axe warriors. Strength is power.
I think perhaps a lot of it comes from the fact that when you do have units like you can see they're all very densely like packed in there, which, you know, obviously would happen in a thick battle line melee. I mean, you can actually see it's nice to see kind of dynamic, interesting battle lines. They're not all just one solid flat line. They're curving on round where there's give and where some units aren't as strong as others, or others have kind of charged in deeper.
Your warriors are wavering.
Archers loose.
But I think perhaps because they're all so bunched up, maybe it doesn't allow for that much collision to occur. I mean, it's definitely a scrappy melee.
There is no hope. Clubs.
Yeah, we've not done bad at all.
I'm getting out of here.
Massive damage, and that charge was beautiful to watch.
Hero of destiny. Swordsman. I can achieve anything. I never miss. On the march.
That's my. I was like, why can't I attack that unit? It's one of mine.
Onward.
Your warriors have been routed.
Destiny calls. Is there no end in sight? For our glorious empire. The gods have abandoned us. We must retreat. I am not dying today.
Let's see what the charge across the battle lines was.
They are too strong. Ra smiles on our victory. Troya, there is no sweeter taste.
One of your units has depleted their ammunition.
Job done. 461 lost, and they lost 2,066. We shattered them. Top work. Um, 15% replenishment would be pretty decent. We've gained a lot of food and some other resources through this anyway. Otherwise, I'd go for the food. But yeah, do that. I might get rid of that other army. I might just try and see if I can slowly support it. I think that's another thing that I've noticed as well. It seems from the... Oh, hello.
Peace is a delicate balance.
But when brothers turn against each other, virtues are abandoned. And bloodshed is inevitable.
Dun dun dun. So that must have been a response to... Because that happened like midway through the end turn there, right? Oh, court intrigues. Idle compensation. Oh yeah, they want to take my action again, don't they? I mean, Whoa, I embezzled the poop out of someone there. Oh my days, that's amazing. No, I refuse to be bought because
must be in fine spirits.
That's what it was. Hittite Civil War begins. So yeah, this is what I was waiting for with some of the other cutscenes and cinematics I played. Just a description or a little tooltip pop up to say something's going on. Orgolf's Hattie. Pretenders emerge, fighting to become the one true legitimate leader. With so much internal conflict brewing, an opportune time has come for others to take advantage of. So I'm wondering if one of the ones I had earlier was for the for this civil war that's kicked off, perhaps. I've got 26 legitimacy now. Nice. Oh my, because of my I gained some through my court plots. Oh yeah, I remember it saying that, didn't it? I mean, I could now become the Viceroy of Kush because I've got the gold for it. Yeah, why shouldn't I? Yes, I want to be Viceroy of Kush. Raking an influx of wealth and resources, all while framing first commander for the crime. Oh wait, hang on. So is my plot still go? Oh no, it was success. I was thinking, hang on, have I got all that money then? Yeah, successful. Can I? I'd like to embezzle again because that was fantastic. So I'm going to need to gossip in your ear.
I knew I could trust a fellow Egyptian to be reasonable.
That's it. Okay. That's oh yeah, because one action was to take the position.
My calling.
Amazing. Yeah, we're going to press the attack on you straight away.
Absolute.
So Viceroy of Kush gives you plus 50 gold. Oh, amazing. Why has that gone now to plus? Yeah, why isn't that not in green? And like that's not red? What's that? Why has that changed? I also thought those cutscenes were maybe to do with this, perhaps, but doesn't seem like it.
Ramesses the Bold.
Right.
To glorious battle.
Oh, I was hoping that we would be in a better position to finish these guys off. I'm going to see if they come out to me. They're in forced march, yeah. I'm going to bring the other army over. So I've gained the monument. Oh, but does that belong to... Oh, right. Yeah, I was like, I haven't gained that. No, I didn't take the settlement. I just won the battle. Yeah, never mind. Never mind.
My name will be legend.
Yes, go here and trade.
Eager to fight. My
And
army will be unstoppable.
yeah, recruit those, and then I'll throw in all of these. Oh, I get the Kushite units. Oh, split. Oh, wow, we can get loads of them. I might be able to go
Prove
in
your
with them
strength
then.
in battle.
If I hired all of them right now, let's get some additional
My
ones
forces will
just to
grow.
be safe. And if they want to sally out, they can. If not, we'll hire all those additional units. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, we can finally spend some gold here. Poison rations, damages the enemy garrison, replenishment disabled, own armies in this region. Okay, that's fine. Assassinate camp garrison. Yeah, do that. If we can go for another sabotage one, then we'll get the resources still, which is what I would prefer to do. The Conquest, so we kind of prep it, and then we need to act. I wonder if it though goes, you have to do it within a certain number of turns, though. Raw decree in effect. Nice. We've got more bronze coming in. We're getting a common sword and we're getting a composite bow. Isn't that what I've already...
Strike hard.
I had the Medjay bow, didn't I? Magellan bow, which... fire all around, not just in front of itself. Ah, right. Shoot whilst moving. But you also lose some missile range. I'm going to leave you as a fighter. The longsword does more damage, but lower... no, more defense actually, but less attack and less damage. Spear as well.
Witness God.
Gonna leave you with what I've got, but I will equip you
I fight for
with
Egypt.
these things. You can have that armor. You can have the long sword from the other character. Yep. Oh, oh, we got a chariot. Oh, okay. Hang on. This changes things. When did we get the chariot?
Take them down.
Hello. That's not equipping, but I'm assuming because I need to be, yeah, I need to have a bow equipped. So I could change that bow for the composite bow and then fire all around, which probably would be more practical. So let's do that. Okay, that's amazing.
All for Egypt.
You can have his sickle sword, though. There we go. Outpost construction available. Oh yeah, down here I wanted to build the trading post. No, we've already got one, right? Yep. Yeah, I wanted to build... the way station is what I want to build, but I need more wood. And we don't have any more of that coming in right now. Okie dokie. Check the other events. Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to say. I was going to say actually before we got that cutscene was that I have noticed it does seem like it is quite the struggle to fill more than one army in the early game, which I guess always isn't necessarily uncommon for Total War games, but it does seem like right now it would be very difficult for us to muster anything more than like a few troops, and all the while we're doing that we are definitely going to be negative in some of these resources. But I think perhaps having multiple resources and just perhaps the fact that you do tend to get quite a few missions or ways of gaining a fair amount of food, perhaps it's just not going to be that uncommon to be running a deficit in food for a while. But if we recruit a few more troops, and as you'll see in the next turn or so, that other army is going to do a lot of damage in terms of our food situation. Okay, what have we got here? The Wheels of Egypt maintain 6 following unit type chariots, and you'll get auxiliary charioteers, 5 units of auxiliary charioteers heading from home and abroad. Available special recruitment. We can't recruit chariots just yet because we haven't been able to do any of that. Borders, what borders? Per Ammon, make sure the following factions are destroyed or confederated, or the elite maintain 6 of the following elite units. I mean, I'm going to go for that because I'm pretty sure that's who we're about to take out right now. Oh, they've gone down to 11. Oh, did they merge? Did they merge up? That's almost intelligent. Wow. Good for you guys.
Warrior of Egypt.
Right, now watch me wreck my economy more. I might actually hold off taking the Medjay units.
Weakness will not be tolerated.
I mean, apart from the food, things are looking great. But yeah, right now I'm going to have to disband these guys. I'm going to pull you in so you're coming alongside Ramesses. And I'm going to take the Order Resolve on this one. We can see who's going to be severely damaged. Yeah, a few of them. That's fine. Wouldn't mind seeing the Kushite units in action, though. But I also want to crack along to Ascalon as well. So we'll Order Resolve this one.
guide me to victory.
Good, good. And we're going to occupy.
I
Establish
reap
order.
divine blessing.
Ambition fulfilled. Perfect.
You have proven your claim to legitimacy, and your name resonates with power. You may choose to declare yourself Pharaoh. This, however, will inevitably lead to strife with other worthy claimants.
What are these guys? What's their range? 150 Kushite archers. How does that compare to
Beyond
these
compare.
guys? The missile damage is 23.
For Pharaoh's
29. Okay,
glory.
I'm going to transfer
Bolster the garrison.
these guys for this lot. And my Kushite spearmen. They are 37 damage, 37 defense, and 28 attack. $37 again, wasn't it? Yeah, so their attack's slightly lower, but they're, yeah, better than those guys here. We'll switch them out there. Accept. And then I'm afraid I'm going to have to get rid of you because of all that food. Unless, I mean, I probably could make a trade. Keep it going. We may actually need this additional force anyway to help push on through. They've got a garrison of 19. Oh, because of the outpost. So actually here, we want to take out the forces at the outpost first. Otherwise, that is a solid amount of garrison. Okay, yeah, let's try and keep them. Let's see if we can do a trade. And we've gained that monument now. 8 legitimacy. So yeah, that's going to have put us a fair ways up, I would have thought, in the legitimacy. We have 45. We're actually now the next strongest other faction that's not currently a pretender. So I could join the Civil War for the last turn. But I'm assuming if I join it and then we fail, there's some penalty. So I don't really want to join it right now. I'll be interested to see what happens when that ends next turn. Right, here we go. Burn ammunition stores. Ammunition minus 50%. Own armies in this region. Damage buildings, cause settlement destruction. There we
The
go.
enemy army fell into your trap of sabotage and disinformation. It seems they plan to relinquish their superior defensive position and engage you in the open field. They will pay for this foolishness.
Oh, nice. So we can now force them out. Force them to sally out. So native support. I wonder what happened if we had it go that way. And we will also have some reinforcements, right? Move an army to the settlement and attack to trigger the culmination. You can use the zoom button next to someone's name. Nice. Okay. Okay, well, we'll have one big final battle then against 19. We won't worry about cutting off the fort. We just need to deal with that army. Although, actually, we could just bypass that army and just sail on past.
Blessed
now.
by the gods.
How long are we going to need to replenish? 3 turns. Okay.
Eager
Well,
to fight.
I'm still going to try keeping you guys, actually. And I'm just going to put everything I've got into upkeep reduction. Please.
Patience is sometimes necessary.
Egyptian lookout and get rid of that one. That's fine. There is Tussaret, right? She's the new vizier. What can I do with you? Connections? Or assassinate. Gain 3 court actions to end of term. Assassinate plot. That would kill someone off and allow me then to like buy on in. I mean, I definitely want to embezzle someone again because that was beautiful. I've got some gossip for you.
Egypt raised us well, unlike some of these more questionable characters.
Settlement upgrades available. More happiness, more food income. Yeah, I mean, more food right now. Probably a good idea. Timna, you are all about bronze, aren't you, actually? I forgot that. You can do me more bronze. Do that. Can we get the happiness here? No, we need more idle workforce, which we've now used all up. Oh, yeah. I still can't. I can go for the way stations. Influence. It would help us out a little bit. We've just managed to stop the public order nightmare there. Smuggler's Market or the Shadow Farm. Need to get to tier 3 first, which is what we're currently doing. I could actually build it instantly, but then I wouldn't have any gold left, so I'm going to do that. Ramesses, gain another point, mate. Let's just make you all nice and even. And the game crashed, of course it did. Okay, actually just had my first crash with this build, and I've probably played about 10 or so plus hours with this build so far, and that was my first crash. There were a load of kind of caveats with this early access build. It's still a build in development, saying there were 1 or 2 things that could result in a crash, so not completely unexpected. Right, I've tried to kind of replay that turn as closely to what we did before we pop the skill point in. Hopefully it doesn't crash again. Let's go for improving fortitude. There we go. All of them nice and even. Good, good. Yeah, I've tried to follow through with what we'd already done. One last bit we can build. Let's go for food from this province. Everything increases there, or we can go for more food. That'll one. That's from 5% to 10, and there's a high influence bonus there, which we haven't actually got up to yet. I probably should focus more on getting my influence up, actually. That's an additional plus 10%. That ain't bad. Have we got anything that can improve influence right now? No, that also increases production of all resources as well. That's our unique line, I think, as well. You know what? Let's do those two. Let's get them both in there. And before we end the turn, diplomacy is the last thing I need to do. Let's sort out our food. Who cares not for food?
All will remember me.
Let's barter agreement. I would like 1,000 food. And what do you like? You like gold and you like wood. Right. Well, how about 23 gold? No, that's not going to cut it, is it? 100 gold. Nearly. I'm trying to embezzle again, but this ain't going to quite work. What about 50 gold? And I give you 100 wood. Oh, okay. For 5 turns, it's not bad. I mean, we'll go down by 500, but that's okay. Oh. Oh, wow. Just 100's not it, but 101 Dalmatians are perfect. Boom. That really takes the edge off the hold food situation. For at least a turn or two. I'm probably still going to need to crack on with another treaty. You guys don't care for gold, but you do care about marble. I could start doing some marble trading. Because I've got quite a lot of that. And I'm unlikely to do a lot of building, I wouldn't have thought, with our goal for the rest of the episode. So, I mean, what can I've got 300 coming. What if I offered you 200? Oh, that's all I can offer right now. Ah, nuts. Okay, what about the maximum? What's the maximum amount of food I can get with that? Not enough. I'm probably gonna need to wait till next. Okay, we'll set up a barter next turn when I've got a bit more stone to throw around, and hopefully entice you. It's in the turn. Oh, hello.
I will prove my worth to all Egypt.
Legitimacy challenge possible. Your name carries across the lands, covered in glory, with such renown, very little stands in your way to the crown. Challenging for the throne is now possible. That's because it has the current political state. I assume it's gone back to peace. Yeah, it was civil war, so he stayed as Pharaoh. I mean, we were doing pretty well, but we still want enough to challenge him. Need more legitimacy. We are second, though, which is pretty easy. Civil war cooldown every 12 turns. Lovely. So I just want to gain more legitimacy.
Pharaoh's presence.
So I've got 7 legitimacy there. That's you. I didn't probably want to go up to Vizier or High Priest to gain more. Or even Treasurer has more than me. So it's just these two that have 7. Treasurer wouldn't be terrible. So yeah, I would like to. I'd like to embezzle, please.
Consider your request granted by the power of the divine court.
And then plot, I'd like to embezzle. Ooh, 19% chance. Oh, it's fine because I can just make friends with you again. Although it would be easier with you because I've already got. Still 3 legitimate. Would I steal more from you? No, only 3.
This land will witness my ascendancy.
I'm just going to go for you again, mate. Sorry. And then I'm going to undermine when I have some more regard. So I'm going to gossip in your ear again.
The divine court could use more like you.
Right.
Chosen of Ra.
I am going to force
Ready to march.
up the coast.
Prepare my sparring field.
And I'm going to bring you guys up as well.
Long journey ahead.
Over we go. So yeah, we're losing legitimacy every single turn, right? Because it's... decay is... Oh, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, every battle you win. Battles -1. Sometimes might does make it right. The greater the scale of your battles, the more glory, the legitimacy you win. Oh, okay. Because we don't have any battles happening right now, I assume. Yeah, we've got all that in there. I wanted to save up until that one's upgraded, so that's all good. Diplomacy. I was going to go to you, wasn't I?
No more.
Because you like stone. And I'm thinking 200 stone for 500 food. Oh, really? Really? Can't make that work, eh? What if I throw a little bit of... What else do you like? You like wood. What about some... I mean, I'm already trading a lot of my wood. Bit of gold. Like 10 gold a turn. Doesn't seem terrible. What about a little bit more stone? 250? 245? 46? 47? Yeah, that's fine. That will really slow it down. Boom. At least until we take the settlement, which will give us more food. And then happy days. We're still getting 150 stone, which I'm not focusing that much on building right now, so that's kind of a-okay. What I would like to do actually is to get more happiness in here. That produces some influence actually. Yeah, let's get the influence in here. And can I then also do happiness in the same run? My days, I can. Boom. Just really make sure the people are happy. Pop it all in. I'm happy with that. Pending action. Yeah, when sieging settlement. Yep, that's what we're going for. It doesn't seem to be like a time limit on this. I'm kind of surprised it doesn't make you go towards it a bit quicker, but also I guess if there was a time limit, it would put too much pressure on the mechanic. So that's all good. If anyone comes to tax me right now, I'm busy going for Ascalon. Civilization prospers. Okay. Oh, nice. You gain more food. Nile ever giving. Construction time. Workforce. I mean, I'd probably at this point, I'd come back and go, let's get some more influence. Like, I feel like I definitely should complete those 3 early ones rather than branching out as much as I did. How many more turns do we need to replenish? 2. Okay, I was going to sail on up there, but what I'm going to do instead is go up to the garrison because that's going to save us a load of money. It's 50%.
Bound for glory. Forging my fate. Forging onwards.
Oh, can we not get...
March on, men.
We can't get in there because you technically get a unit spawned in. I'm pretty sure. So we can't do it. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, jump into the settlement because you'll have faster replenishment there.
Of Egypt.
I fight for Egypt.
And then we'll pop you guys in there instead.
Serve me well, for
Right.
the most holy are always watching.
Gossip. And then I will do that again next turn.
People.
Yeah, I can't do anything more there, but thanks for reminding me about it. He says, clicking on it again. Construction available. Yeah, we're waiting on that to build. North Sinai. More fish. If we do that, we'll probably run out of wood. So I'll... Oh, wait, no, we'll be all right, actually. Just. Hello. Hello, mate. What are you doing? To full speed, you're just setting sail, trying to escape. Selection ambition. Conquer region, focus on producing gold. Conquer sacred Egyptian land. Hold 12 settlements, and I've got 20 turns to do it. I mean, wood and stone. Conquer region, focus on producing gold is actually where I'm planning on kind of going next. So, yeah, do that because we'd go straight over towards Hathor. But that would have to be in the future timeline that doth not exist. Because as I said, this is likely to be our final... Oh, I can't go in it because you're in the way, I think.
All for Egypt. Duty calls. No rest. To victory.
Ah, so I'd have to stop you.
Beyond compare. Ever ready.
Right. Well, let's send them in.
Chosen of Ra.
And let there be war.
Canaan will yield.
Right. We can force the enemy to sally out. It would be nice to have another siege. Oh, whoa. That garrison's wrecked. It would be nice to fight another siege battle, but we're going to fight this in the full sally out to complete the conquest. Right now, the garrison got ruined with the actions that we took against them. So it is just the outpost garrison that's coming to their aid. But they do have veteran Canaanite swordsmen. So one last battle. It's outside the city gates. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's actually happening relative to the map. That is cool. That'll do. So yeah, happens right by the settlement itself, which is what you'd be fighting over if you're pressing the attack. So that's nice. That's a nice touch.
They cannot hope.
Their reinforcements coming in from there. My reinforcements coming in from here. Can't move them like you can in Warhammer. I wondered if maybe they would have implemented a similar mechanic to that, but ours are coming in there. That's what there's. I mean, to be honest, this initial force is going to get munched by my missile troops. I'd have thought straight away. But we do have Ramesses on his chariot. So there he is. Lightbow chariot. I mean, hopefully we can do a charge with him into the enemy units. That'd be kind of nice. And then I'm not going to worry about any of the rest of them. I'm going to form up these guys along this ridge line. Reinforcements come in here and we box them in, I think is the plan. For the infantry, take a quick look at these Canaanite, not Canaanite, these Kush troops.
Have no discipline.
You get a spear wall. They're pretty cool.
Reinforcements.
Oh no, they've all they're all there to start with.
Reinforcements arrive to support your army.
Okay, fine.
Together, you can vanquish the foe.
Swordsmen. Soldiers, move.
Infantry moving.
On my lead.
Where's the enemy reinforcements coming in then? Because they should have some.
They are nothing more than peasant farmers.
Although it's not showing that they are actually coming. Is it because we forced them to sally out? They don't get the garrison out. They don't get them. I think.
On the march.
Moving on. Attack in the sky!
Or Ramesses. Yeah, the outpost troops don't come in.
Shoot them down!
Because he forced the Sally out. I thought it said they were coming in.
Your general is under attack.
That seemed pretty decent.
On the move!
Oh,
Arrows away!
pretty rapid.
With me! Stay close!
Pull them back.
On our way!
Oh, no, here they come. The reinforcements were just delayed.
Ramesses!
There we go. Now it's a battle.
Into position!
Oh, you've been slowed.
Let's march!
Your warriors are wavering.
Yeah, they've actually broken. A bit
Your
like that.
general's unit has been routed. This
Right into the
There we go.
swordsman!
Well,
Sons of
I think it's time for a glorious charge.
Fight for Pharaoh! Power and pride! Gods! They're right on us!
your foes' hidden units stand revealed.
They cannot hide from us! There is our enemy! Clubs! Fire at range!
Let's charge on in.
All for Egypt!
Finish him.
Infantry moving! In pursuit of glory! For glory eternal!
By the enemy leader is no more. Now
Nice.
make
Ramesses rallies.
Get moving! With me! Movement, fire! For our glorious empire! God save us!
In they go. Chippity choppity with the axes.
Let's get out of here! Archers, loose! In pursuit of glory! Never back down! Brothers, run!
Here they come.
Fight another day! I am invincible! Gain ground! Never back down! Blast! Axe warriors! Swordsmen!
No, they're
For
broken.
my legacy! Let's get
That
out of here!
is it.
Brothers, run! Our fight is unassailable! None can overcome us! Another Egyptian triumph!
And there we have it. Our Conquest is complete. I mean, they nearly had me there, kind of luring us in, and the outpost reinforcements arriving at the last minute. Savage.
We are warriors without peer.
Yeah, I mean, we'd be doing a few turns of replenishment here anyway if we were to carry on, but I think we'll take the extra food and bronze.
Tell all of my victory. Ramesses the Bold.
And we now occupy.
Victory
I have earned
is within
this city.
reach. With each successful step, you draw closer to your goal. Check on your objectives regularly. Our scribes dutifully record everything you have done and might yet do.
Lovely stuff.
You have proven your claim to legitimacy, and your name resonates with power. You may choose to declare yourself great king. This, however, will inevitably lead to strife with other worthy claimants.
Well, that's because power of the crown. I say, no, we're focusing the Egyptian one, aren't we? Yes, we can't be part of that. But that's if we were going for the Great King title. So we completed that now. Assume it perhaps takes a turn for that to clear. What have we got in here? Oh, Grand Temple of Yam. Yeah, we discovered some new gods. Upkeep, own armies. That's great. Happy days. I mean, I'd like to see if we end the turn once more. Do we get any...
My name will be legend.
special
Time to rest.
Chosen
special bit
of
with
Ra.
that? Moving on to the next one, or maybe that's just sat where it is. Pending actions, we've got all the court action, everything else. I am just going to skip it all though, just see if we get anything pop up, as this is where we're going to wrap up this mini series. See down the coastline now.
You have shown excellent tactical foresight.
Yeah, they'd be coming in to hit us here. We're going to retreat.
Withdraw for now.
I imagine they're going to give chase though. No, they're going to hit the fort. Okay, that's fine. Oh no, they are coming on down. They're going to attack that army again. Draws out the settlement garrison. Rip. Sorry, dude. Oh, that sucks. Ramesses will have a revenge on him though.
A defeat is not the end of a war.
Reclaim that
Learn
settlement.
from this and return.
Sacred land lost. Yeah, we'd have to reclaim it. Court plotting exposed. Oh, cancel your plot. Your schemes are not as well guarded as your allies would have you believe. But this is not to say they are not commendable. If you're willing to forsake them, we can collaborate on more harmonious goals. We will supplement our newfound alliance with something far more glittery, a gesture of good faith. Cancel my plot. And gain regard with him, or refuse, and lose 60 regard with the first commander. Refuse. Do I just have to change target now? Complete that one? I guess that one's not. You've already taken the city. Here you can view how you did it. Oh, okay, so I just change target here. Oh yeah, it's got a check on it already. So we can continue up the coast if we wanted to. But I guess I probably should turn my attention more to taking Egypt, really. In the future. So yeah, that's all we do. So that's where we're going to wrap things up for this 5-part mini-series. I hope you guys have enjoyed this early access Ramesses campaign. Obviously, as I mentioned before, I will be looking to do a full campaign with him either in future early access or at launch itself, which is the 11th of October. Creative Assembly have now announced, so not too long to wait for that. In terms of me summarizing all my thoughts and impressions so far, I'm going to do a dedicated video on all my thoughts and impressions next week. If there are any particular areas or features or mechanics you want me to discuss in that video, then let me know down in the comment section. But to give you a little brief bullet point summary of where I'm at with Total War Pharaoh right now before we wrap things up. I think the campaign is its strongest point. There's lots of great mechanics and features. Okay, I've only played the first 30 turns, but I would hope that those mechanics, you know, continue to evolve and develop further and make for an enjoyable campaign, which I think they will into the mid and late campaign. And obviously you then should have the threat of the sea peoples invading and causing more chaos and carnage. I mean, we only really scratched the surface with the Civil War and the court mechanics, and obviously our greater ambitions to become Pharaoh, or obviously if you're playing as one of the other factions that can become Great King. So I think the campaign is probably one of the better campaigns that we've got in the Total War series so far. Lots of solid mechanics. I think it's a good, solid basis for them to build on in future titles as well. Lots of returning features from older titles and lots of other ones that they've kind of reworked and improved upon. I like the return of the multiple resources. I think that's solid. Where this game falls down is its battles, which I've described throughout this 5-part miniseries as lackluster, lacking weight. They feel really flat on their charge. We only had one satisfying charge in this 5-part miniseries, which was the first battle, I think, in this episode today. Maybe it's because I set the units to charge in from much further back and they built up more speed and momentum, because then they actually clashed into each other's lines and the lines weren't, you know, flat lines. They merged a little bit, and I don't want them phasing through like they did in Total War Saga Troy. Thankfully, that's not the case here, at least from my experience so far, so that's good. That is an improvement. But there just doesn't seem like there's much weight behind any of the infantry units, and this is primarily an infantry game for its battles. Okay, we're not dealing with lots of heavy infantry, we're dealing with light and medium, but they should still have some impact, especially with speed and momentum and mass modifiers. So I think that definitely needs work and tweaking. I feel like they could have done a lot more with the battles. You can see that they focused a lot on the campaign experience, which is good, but battles are really lagging behind. But all of that really is overshadowed once again by Creative Assembly's decision with their pricing. Total War Pharaoh is, in all but name, a saga game. That's fact. The smaller scope and scale, Creative Assembly can call it whatever they want, but this is very much a saga title. Now, it's fine for them to develop smaller, focused games in smaller scope and scale. That's not a problem, but it needs to be fairly priced for the content on offer. They are pricing this at a full price mainline game, or similar to Warhammer 3 at $49.99. I think it's $59.99 US dollars, $49.99 British pounds. This should be at maximum, in my opinion, $39.99. I'd probably be happier with it closer to $34.99 though, and in dollars it having a $10 to $15 price reduction. I think that would be a much fairer price point. Yes, Creative Assembly, we know your costs have gone up. Everything's costs have gone up. We're not saying that you can't charge more, but you need to then, in that case, offer us equal value for money with the content that you're delivering. I think if they could improve the battles and make them just better and more interesting overall, then maybe we could talk about the price a bit more. I still don't think it would be worth $49.99, but maybe a little bit more. As it stands, though, it, I think, is a good game, at least from the first 30 turns that I've played, but it's not at the price that they've currently set it up at. So I think for many, you'll be looking to pick this up on sale and heavily discounted. We'll have to wait and see what Creative Assembly do in terms of post-launch support, or whether they do work on this between now and launch, but I doubt it, seeing as they've now announced that the launch is the 11th of October. I thought it would probably be towards the end of October, but it's coming out much sooner than that. So I doubt we'll see much, if any, changes to the battles based off the feedback that myself and other creators have given during our time with this early access build. But yeah, ultimately, great campaign, at least for the first 30 turns, because that's all I played. Lackluster battles and poor pricing. That's Total War, not Saga Pharaoh. Until the next one, take care, and ciao for now.